Hey guys, at this time last year, I began to feel my life breaking apart. Everything that ever meant anything to me was crumbling. Even the things I enjoyed weren't so enjoyable anymore. I allowed myself to get caught up into this downward spiral and I became depressed. That feeling of hopelessness, where you see no vision of a future or a positive change. And I allowed myself to get swept down in it, and it caused health problems and emotional problems and all this stuff. And it took me a long time to crawl out of it. And I think that happens to all of us at some point in our lives or on some level. And there's a couple of ways we go about these things. Most of us stay in it for a while, and that's really a choice. I mean, even though we feel there's no choice, we have a choice. We could, do something, but we choose to do nothing and allow ourselves to stew in it and get worse. Now, there are other options. We can fight it, and I think that's contingent upon what the issue is. Some of us with chronic illness, we choose to fight it. That's good, but we have to make sure we're fighting the right opponent. Dr. Bernie Siegel talks about, he's famous for healing people in end stage cancer, and he talks about, I love the guys or women who give the nurses and doctors a hard time and don't follow protocol and fight against it and whatever, because all I got to do is take their fight off their team, the people who are trying to help them, and put it on the cancer. Fight that. Then there's another aspect of acceptance. Now, acceptance isn't like, giving up or surrendering, you could even say. And surrendering sounds like a bad word, but really it's not. Surrendering in this sense is, listen, this is the situation and I have no control over it. I can't do anything of it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make and appropriate the best I can to make my life as best I can. So, for instance, maybe you've been married for a while and now your significant other wants a divorce. Now, you could try your best, but if their choice is a divorce, you can't control someone else's choice. So, what do? You accept it and move on. I mean, it's not as easy as it sounds, but there's a lot of process to it. I mean, you could go to therapy, you could talk to friends, you could maybe meet someone else or whatever the case is, volunteer, whatever it is. But change is hard, and I think we hold on to things because we avoid change. And why is that? Because what we are normally used to doing is comfortable. So discomfort, change. I mean, change is discomfort, really, in a sense, just for the beginning, and then we can accommodate into our lives and feel a little better about it. There's a great poem called The Dash, and it's not about someone sprinting through life or whatever it is. It's about, on a tombstone, you see the birth and the death, and there's a dash in the middle. And although it's not a number, it's just a symbol, a dash. That really is symbolic of our lives. That little line, that sideways line, that's a dash. So maybe in the future, we could think about, instead of allowing the negativity to expand in our lives and getting dragged down to depression or whatever it is, whatever's bothering you, we have to think about that dash. And are we holding on to the past and feeling the pain of the past? Or are we going to let that past go? Get up, dust yourself off, and keep trying to progress forward. Change isn't easy, and a lot of times it takes a couple of changes. The end result of my change is I'm moving. Tomorrow I'm moving. I'm moving to a different part of Florida, starting a new life. Now, nothing's secure. I don't have a definite job yet. I mean, I don't know that many people where I'm going. But you know what? It's a new start. And I have faith that it's going to work out. And I know it's going to work out. I'll make it work out. So I guess in the future, you could say, instead of holding on to the pain of the past or something that hurt you, or the worry of the future, even, I'm going to worry about the dash, the present moment, right now, and make that as joyful and happy and peaceful and productive as I can. So, till next time, guys, remember the dash. God bless.